Power Rangers. It's morphin' time. For justice we fight, with peace, morphin' light. Together we rise.
Hey Ranger fans, welcome back. Dave here. I got another awesome toy review. I just found the new Beast Morphers Beast Ultrazord at Target. It was $39.99, so it was 40 bucks. I did see the new Zords, all the separate ones, but I guess somebody beat me to them because there was only 3 out of the 6. Or, yeah, they had the Gorilla Zord, the Rabbit Zord, and then they had the Beetle Zord. But I grabbed this first because I had, I didn't want to buy the other 3 and then not have the other 2. Because I want to get this thing together as soon as possible. So I picked up this one here, which is kind of like the, it's kind of like some of the other ones where it's like the, Megazord that doesn't move as much, but, it doesn't have a lot of posability, but it's more like fun to play with. And, this one has a lot of different sound features, and this one also has this like really cool weapon here. So this is the Beast Ultrazord, which is like combined with all the Zords, and then it combines with the I think it's like the Beetle Zord, and then like the Crane Zord. So so let's take a look at the box. You can see here, Beast Morphers, push the button. Yeah, it's got like an open packaging, so you can push the button while you're there. I'll push it like, I don't know how to stop it. It's like,
Ultrazord, ready for flight.
you know.
Fasten your seatbelts.
And then as you can see, like the chest lights up, the eyes light up, and then it does like this crashing sound.
Ranger, fly us around.
And then it says Beast Ultrazord attack, and it goes like this for like a few minutes, where it's saying you can like fly it around. Let's just wait for it to stop a little bit. And that's kind of like a phasing down sound. So you have battle and flight modes, and then it says 30 plus phrases, which sometimes a lot of the phrases are like only a little bit different by like a few syllables. So on the side here, you get a nice artwork of the Beast Ultrazord kind of coming out of the side of the box. And then on the back of the box, you can see here, you get like a full picture of like this kid here playing with the Megazord. And it says Battle Flight, and it says, wow, we're going really fast now. And then it says, wow, everything's down. So what happens, it seems like whatever way you turn the Megazord, it's going to kind of know which way you're going. And then I would imagine, that's only 1-2 different kind of phrases. So it must do like a lot more as far as like once you start like moving the arms or something, it'll probably do something like that. And again, down here you can see Hasbro, who's basically knocking it out of the park with these Power Ranger stuff. Way better than like Bandai ever could. I mean, with this here, you can see, like, this is painted, like, most of all of Bandai stuff, we never got sound with that stuff, so, this is basically like a home run. So, so that's basically for the open packaging in the box. Let's get it out and see how awesome he really is. Okay, so we're back. So I got everything out of the packaging. You have like this part here, which is like the, I think it's the handle to the staff. And then this is like the, the blade to the staff. And then it comes with like the 2 feet. So it's kind of like the other figures that came, where it's like the Megazords that are like one piece. So you have to kind of install the feet when you get it. So you get it was pretty easy to get out of the box. It just had some of those little zippy ties, but then it also had some of those, like, kind of rope ties. So as you can see here with the instructions, you have, Here's just showing you how you assemble the staff, and then here it's just showing how you put the feet on, and then I don't know what it's doing here. It says up, hold upside down, and then it says move up and down. So it's kind of showing you how to kind of play with it a little bit, where it can go up and down. And then you can see here, switch between modes, press chest button, and then up here, note Ultrazord goes to sleep after 60 seconds of inactivity. Press chest button to wake it up. And then here they're showing like a diagram of how you take the back off and replace the batteries. It says takes two 1.5 volt AA alkaline batteries. It does say that the batteries in it are demo ones. I'm not really sure. I think that just means they're kind of like weaker, cheap batteries, so you should replace them with like better batteries. And then here it says battle mode, flight mode, and this is crossplay mode, toss and catch, move Ultrazord around. And then there's also something on the back here where it shows you how to put the staff in the Ultrazord's hand, and how you can kind of make it go sideways also, so he can hold it sideways too, instead of just like kind of setting it in his hand and holding straight up and down. So that's it for the instructions. Just kind of put them aside, and then let's get the let's go by the instructions and just get the little staff put together. Let me see what it is. So it kind of goes like this is the top of this staff. Does it go like this? Let me see. That's like the hand. Yeah, I guess it goes like this. Hold on one second. Okay, so I kind of see what they wanted you to do. The instructions were like a little bit confusing, but it seemed like you would go like this, but it's actually, as you can see, there's like a little handle here because that's what goes in his hand. So it's actually like this. So you just take this little tabs right here, and it just slides in like that, and then it just clicks in, and then that's basically it. So let's take a quick closer look at the staff, and this is part of like the other Megazord, the Beast X Megazord, the original one, and this is like the helmet. So as you can see, this is a little downsized in comparison to when you get all of the other Zords that combine each, like, which is not like this. They'll be like, you know, here's the Cheetah Zord. It's gonna be like this big, you know, like, so, you know, you can kind of see what I'm talking about as far as that little helmet being on this staff. The helmet is going to be like that big, so this Megazord's probably going to be like way past the other one. And then you can see here there's some like detail here. It's made in this kind of like silver plastic here. I don't believe it's painted. It's just that's the color of the plastic, and there's molded detail there. Unfortunately on this side it's all hollow, so that's a little bit unfortunate. I don't know what it's going to be in the actual Megazord. And then as you can see on this side, it's also hollow. So it looks good from that way, you know, when it's in the Megazord's hand. So we'll just put that aside. And then we'll quickly put on his feet and then try to see what this guy does. So it's just showing them putting it on. Let's see if we could figure out how this would go. Yeah, so it looks pretty obvious that it will only most likely go one way. Let me see if it says anything here on the bottoms. It does not say anything as far as like exactly what the right foot is. Okay, hold on. Okay, so as you can see here, they have like this inner gold part, and then on the outside they have like this gray part with like kind of like a blade sticking out. So the gold is going to be on the inside, and the little blade is going to be on the outside. So that's how you can tell what foot it goes on, because if you have it reversed, it would be like his legs are like kicking in with each other. So what you do is you just kind of take it and pop the feet on. And this is one of those, like, once you put the feet on, you know, it's not going to come off again very easily. So, you know, kids, make sure you get your parents to help you put this together, because it's going to be a pretty unfortunate thing if you put it on the wrong feet. So you can see here now, the feet are kind of like pointing outwards, is where, like, if you had them reversed, they would almost be pointing inwards. So, that little eyeglass thing was just my little thing holding it up. So as you can see here, it's all put together, and we can also put the staff in his hand too, which you hold it up about like that much, and then it just easily sits in his hand. So you can see how that kind of goes. So that's pretty awesome. You know, as far as like a smaller scaled one that is a lot less than, you know, what it's going to cost to get the whole Megazord, for maybe kids or collectors that can't afford to get the whole Megazord now. You have this option, which looks very good. You know, it's just, it's not as articulated. I don't even know how articulated the new one's going to be anyway, because, you know, you don't know how the pieces move or anything like that. Plus, again, there's about 6 Zords, and once I was in there, I checked the price of the other Megazords, and they're like $30 for each one, and I'm like, wow, that's a lot of loot. You know, is where the Zords look pretty nice, and they were pretty well painted, but it seemed like, I don't know, I've gotten Zords before that were like other ones, and, you know, they were like $17.99, like maybe $20, $24, so that seemed a little pricey. But, you know, there was a lot in each box as far as parts and how they move, so I guess that's how they're kind of basing it. But most of the other Bandai, you know, Megazords were like $60, so that's, you know, it's like you're buying 2 of them. So let's kind of take the ruler out, and you can kind of see how tall he is at this point. It's just right about at 12 inches. The little horns here are like barely past it, is where you can see here on this, the yellow part in the back is actually like the Rabbit Zord. So you can see it's only like a quarter of an inch taller than the ruler. So that's it for the size comparison, and, you know, we can take this staff out of his hand and put that aside, and take a quick look at the closer look at the Megazord. As you can see his face here. There's a lot of like nice detail on the face. This is like, has like silver paint and yellow here and some red, and then again the eyes are like clear green plastic, and then you have like this silver part here, which is part of the Rabbit Zord. So you have yellow up here, and then you also have here, so this arm here, so it just moves up and back, and it doesn't have any elbow articulation. It doesn't have like a ball joint. And then as you can see here, it has this nice like blue metallic paint here on both of the sides, which is, I think, is part of the Beetle Zord. And then over here you have the Cheetah Zord, which is the same, and it's nicely painted here on the side. And then as it goes down here, you have like some nice molded detail and blue paint. And then here you have some more, which is like red paint. And then here it's like gray for the tires, which this part here is the Gorilla Zord. And then at the bottom you have more gold, which I guess is kind of makes the slippers for the gold Zord. So if we turn it around to the back, you can see they pretty much continued a lot of it on the back. There's a lot of nice molded detail on the back here, even with this, like the wing part back here. And, you know, they continued the blue paint around the back. And there's even some, like here on the side, there's some gold paint and then more of that metallic blue paint. And the legs do not move at all. So that's all you get there, because that's where the legs click in here. So there's no leg movement, you just have arm movement, and you do get side to side with the head. So that's, at least you get some head rotation, so that's not too bad. So let's just quickly grab the instructions again. And what does it say for the switch? Let's see. So you got a switch on the back, and you have a 1, 2, and a 0, and then I guess that's off. So you can see it doesn't do anything. Then I guess 1 is probably the try me mode, and then 2, because the instructions aren't really saying what 1 and 2 is. Yes, usually 1 is the try me mode, and then 2 is the regular playing. So
It's time to defend the grid. Ultrazord ready for flight. Fasten your seatbelts.
so you get like that kind of flying sound.
Where is the Gigadrone? Beastnex Ultrazord attack.
So you see, like, if I hit it, he gets like this sound. And then when you like move it around, it's kind of getting like that flying.
Ultrazord ready for battle.
So that's like kind of stops there.
Ultrazord ready for flight. Fasten your seatbelts.
So then kids can like move it around and stuff like that. And then you get like that kind of sound.
Where is
Kind of get like that powering.
Ultrazord ready for battle?
Kind of repeats that. So let's see what number 1 does.
Ultrazord ready for flight. Fasten your seatbelts.
So it's kind of the same too.
Hey Ranger, fly us around.
So it kind of tells you what it wants to do.
Hey Ranger, fly us around.
You kind of go up and down with it.
Hey Ranger, fly us around. Hey Ranger, fly us around.
It says you can kind of like turn it upside down and it would know, but so that's pretty sweet. You know, it's something you're gonna have to kind of play with. Kids are gonna have a lot of fun trying to figure out what each thing does. So again, let's just kind of put this back in the hand, and you know, I'm gonna try to play with it a little bit more and see what else it does do. But again, it looks like a lot of fun, and it's pretty sweet for like $39.99. So what did I break out here? So this is the other one that I had last time. This is like the regular Beastnex Morpher Megazord, and you can kind of see the comparison with the smaller one that they had come out with first. So as you can see, it's a lot bigger, you know, like this way and sideways, which is, it's kind of like this guy standing on top of there, but then a lot of the other accessories, and then this weapon is, you know, more combined, is where this here, you know, this should be on the chest now, and then this is like the top of this. So it's a big difference, like I said. And these, like, as you can see, these are pretty awesome together. You know, and then this one's all combined, so that's pretty awesome. So that's it for the Beastnex Ultrazord, Ultra Megazord. From Hasbro, and like I said, this just recently came out. I believe it was made to come out sometime in August, and then it's already here. Plus, like I said, there's the main Megazords that were already on the shelf too, and the guy at Target said it was marketed to come out later, but it was already on the shelf now. So, you know, like I said, I would go out to the stores and see what you can find. So that's it, the end of the review. Remember to leave a thumbs up. Please subscribe to see future videos. Until next time, see you guys later.